Alright, we're live.
Cool. Welcome everyone. This is League Live, our weekly podcast on everything that goes on in League of Legends esports. We were actually on break for, I don't know, how long were we on break for, guys?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Long
Man.
time.
It's a long time to be on break. We were supposed to be back last week, but Braun was having technical difficulties, so not come back last week. We came back this week instead. So, yeah. For those of you who know who I am, I'm Angel Vigil, and these are my lovely co-hosts. They are beautiful, beautiful men. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Start with Braun.
I'm Braun, also known as The Source. I'm a League of Legends commentator, do play-by-play for a number of organizations and anyone else who likes me, and I also am a assistant manager for ZyoriTV, a team that made it to the top 16. We were actually in LA, which is where I was last week. Or at least I was 3 days ago in LA with my team.
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, it's me. Okay, I'm HowSpiffing, and I'm the manager of my Revenge European team, who almost made it to the live qualifiers. I say almost, we lost in the first game. So, Season 3 is our year. Yeah!
I'm Will, Slyiced. I did cast for a while. I'm currently working with Enemy. I was the NA manager over there, but I'm kind of in limbo now with them. Not in a bad way, but...
So Will does nothing is effectively what he's trying to say.
Yeah, so this last weekend was pretty stinking exciting. NA had their live qualifier for Season 3, their chance at salaries, had a house, and basically their entire lives effectively changed. So I managed a team there as well, and we were one-trick ponies, and we lost in groups, unfortunately. But let's talk about groups for a little bit. And let's talk about how the day started with Group B and how Braun's team, ZyoriTV, is actually epic killers.
Yeah. So I guess I'll handle Group B. So yeah, like I said, I'm the assistant manager for the team. So I got lucky enough to go out and go meet the guys. So first off, our team that was the first time we met in person for the ever. Like this, not only was this their first big LAN event, it was their first LAN event for all of them. None of them have ever been to another tournament. None of these guys have ever been, in the upper, pro scene for a while, to any degree. So, we met each other and whatnot. And Group B, our bracket, we were up against Fear, GGU, which was formerly Team Dynamic, and Epic Gamer. So game one, first game of the day, actually, first game that was on stream was ZyoriTV versus Fear, and my team ran a slightly questionable strat to I'm not gonna I can.
You should explain it.
Alright, so I will.
No, you should explain it.
I won't break down the entirety of the strat. Maybe later. But no, so that game happened. Fear took that first game off of our team. Meanwhile, on the second stream, they were running GGU versus Epic. GGU picked that one up. And then second set of games for Group B, it was the two winners against the two winners played, two losers played. The winner, that would be one team that got 2-0. If you guys didn't actually watch it, it was 4 brackets. First team to go 2-0 would advance, and the second team to pick up 2 wins would advance, and then the team that lost twice would be instantly out when the first team 2-0'd, and then the second team would be out after the last match of the day, the 5th match of each bracket. So second game on mainstream, GGU versus Fear. Fear takes that one off of GGU. It was actually a really close game for a long time, and then there was one point at which Gosuzuna, who was playing Kog'Maw, literally just flipped a switch. Or wait, no. He wasn't playing Kog'Maw that match. No, he was playing Ezreal that match. Like, there was one moment where they just could not get on top of him and kill him, and he just went absolutely, ham and just killed everyone. So GGU was 1-1 And then on the back stream, Tower Dive TV, we were up against Epic. And as Angel said, we are the Epic Killers, our team. We took that game off of Epic with some nice nice Thunderdome. We had a Jarvan jungle. Our jungler is pretty good at Jarvan, running a Jarvan jungle, and we got our mid player onto Vlad again. So all of this just like dive on 2 people, throw down Vlad ult, and then just bring in everyone else to clean it up. Took that game off them. Last match of Group B was us versus GGU, and GGU pretty much just cleaned house. They beat us pretty handily. We didn't ban them out very well. Hexa, their manager, was saying that our bans were slightly questionable. The guys, they did ban mostly blanket bans, things that they were more scared of, less targeted, and tried their best, weren't able to make it. So 2 teams that advanced out of Group B were Fear and GGU, and they played against the top 2 of Group C, which I think, Angel, you guys were in Group C.
Yeah, so Group C was, well, some people said was the easiest bracket. I actually would like to say it was the most even bracket. I think everybody was on equal level as far as skill-wise goes. So I don't think it was the easiest to come out of. I think it was the most likely. It was like a toss-up, basically.
Yeah. People were favoring Fear and GGU in bracket B.
Right.
Whereas, like, your guys, nobody could call it.
Right. And so it started off the day, MP versus Falafel Gaming, which is Azingi's team. If you guys don't know who Azingi is, Azingi is famous for...
if you don't know what Azingi is, where have you been?
One's nemesis.
It's
Odd's greatest rival.
Yeah, so... and then on the second stream was One Trick Ponies against D&G. And what's funny is that actually One Trick Ponies and Meat Playground were actually running the exact same comp, except One Trick Ponies had Olaf top, and Meat Playground had Vlad top. And Meat Playground actually ended up stomping Falafel Gaming. One Trick Ponies, it was even for the first 30 minutes of the game. Like, Gold was like within 500 of each other for like 30 minutes of the game between One Trick Ponies and D&G. And it was one big play. I don't remember what the play was, but it was like one big play that's just turned it around and gave D&G the win. And then, so second game, it was between One Trick Ponies and Falafel Gaming. Like Braun said, it was loser against loser, winner against winner. One Trick Ponies against Falafel Gaming, Dirtnet Gaming against Meat Playground. And One Trick Ponies just stomped Falafel Gaming as well pretty quickly. I think we ran the same comp that we ran against D&G, except we used Zed top, and that seemed to make the difference, really.
Yeah, I was like, there were like, what, 3 Zeds in the tournament?
Yeah, I think 2 of them were from Palm Gypsy. So Palm Gypsy is arguably one of the best Zeds in North America.
The fact that there are Zed players.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't actually get to watch the D&G and Meat Playground match because I was watching the One Trick Ponies and Falafel Gaming match. But D&G came up with the win, ended up going 2-0 in the group, and moved on to the next round. And then, so the loser of D&G versus Meat Playground played the winner of One Trick Ponies versus Falafel Gaming. So, One Trick Ponies against Meat Playground. One Trick Ponies, the one trick came out. We played LeBlanc, and then we ran an assassin comp, Eve, jungle, and Zed top. We had Caitlyn bottom with, I believe, Lulu. And we were outplaying them for the first 15 minutes, and everything changed with one Malphite ulti. Meat Playground was able to keep up with CS. So we were never ahead for more than 500, 600 gold, I believe. I think 700 was actually the most. And then
I think at one point you guys were actually up like 3 or 4 kills and a tower, and you guys were tied in gold.
Yeah. So, it was just that one Malphite ulti completely annihilated the team. They were able to push to the inhibitor, I believe, after that. And just completely turned the game around in their favor. And we were never able to come back from that. So Meat Playground ended up moving on. So... And then I guess we could talk about Group A and Group D. I mean, probably in less detail because we weren't in those groups watching those games. Did anybody actually?
I watched all of those games.
But it was obvious that Curse were going to win Group A. Like,
yeah, but like,
no.
No, nobody saw that any differently. No, like my guys, we were Group B, so we played early, and then we spent the rest of the day. Guys spent some time on on some computers and Riot practicing, and the rest of the time we were watching the matches. So, Curse, they they toured their group like we all expected them to. They kind of were just like boom boom.
Nijaki was awesome.
Yeah, Nijaki played phenomenally. Everyone, if you guys were paying attention, you guys saw those videos that Curse released about how stressed the guys were.
Well, they made him learn Twisted Fate, and he did it and pulled it out, and it was awesome.
I think that was the video they released for Curse was a 2.5-minute video about how Nijaki was
basically how Nijaki sucked. And then
before
he
the
came out
tournament,
big.
I was watching them scrim a few teams, and Nijaki was I only watched a few, but he only played Twisted Fate in the scrims. And I was like, okay, he's going to pull out Twisted Fate, and he did, and it was awesome.
Yeah, no, Nijaki came out pretty big, so
Nijaki's very particular with his mids. What I've noticed with a lot of mid players is they get famous for playing one mid champion, like
LeBlanc.
Kevin with LeBlanc and Nijaki with Viger and Morgana. So they like to stick to like certain champions, but that doesn't work when you want to be at a pro level. You need to have a wide champion pool, and they finally got on Nijaki for doing that. Because Nijaki's a phenomenal player. He's great mechanically and all that, but he's always been criticized for his champion pool.
Yeah, at least on a professional level, a lot of these guys can beat most people
on any champion.
On any champion. Whoever. But yeah, champion pool. That was Darius' big issue back in the day. It was like, Darius, you need a bigger champion pool.
He played Vlad and Singed.
Yeah, it was like Vlad, Singed now, more.
He picked up off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That's my younger brother running past.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. The wonders of being 15 again.
I think the biggest upset. Are we moving on to Group D now?
Yeah. I mean, Curse.
Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9.
Oh man.
Also known as Orbit, Quantic, X-Quantic, Reddit Nation.
Only me
Nom
and
Nom.
Will can do this.
Nom Nom. And
Yeah,
Cloud9.
you guys can handle Cloud9.
Because me and Will have had an attachment to these since the very start.
Yeah, when they were when they first started as Orbit, we were over at Orbit as writers. And I don't know how they...
Meh. But Nien, I feel so bad for Nien.
Nien is probably...
He's just so
good now, but when he was AD carry, he was
he's switching. He's switching to AD. He's switching back again.
Are they staying together?
Switching back. They're separating. And Nien's switching back to AD and going to try and be a sub for Season 3.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said on his Twitter.
When they played, there was a lot of misplay by them. Especially in their final game versus Azure. Even though they were down 6 kills, they
was that
still
the base
seemed...
race?
No, that was the Marn game, which is Marn is its own topic.
So
We'll get to Marn. Finish up.
Yeah.
You guys can finish up
the
on
Azure
Cloud9.
in Cloud9 game. They were down by kills and gold like the whole game, but it still felt like they were in, like they commanded the game, and they just didn't do anything with that. Because as much as they were down, they were still, the other team knew they were a team that had been to LANs, and Azure was being kind of like, they were tiptoeing around and didn't want to do anything wrong, and Cloud9 just didn't push that advantage.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so I think that was the biggest upset in the
race.
tournament.
Yeah, I think that was like the only huge upset that anyone wasn't expecting.
Biggest upset in group stage, Cloud9. Biggest surprise group stage. I mean, the Brunch Club was definitely a surprise, but like...
I don't think the Brunch Club... I predicted...
No,
but like, I knew they were good, but I wasn't sure whether or not they'd like perform at LAN with this much pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I don't think Pulse Esports is very good. I don't think Complexity is very good, so...
They definitely, earned making out of the group stage, and then we now move back to Group D and Marn.
For anyone who doesn't know, I got this information from a friend who keeps up with the fighting game competitive scene. Marn was originally like a B-level fighting game player, along with Claky D.
Yeah, no,
And
sorry, he wasn't
Mon
even
like,
good?
Mon.
No, I knew he wasn't top tier. Like he
Yeah,
was competitive, but he wasn't like CLG level.
but he decided,
or,
hey,
like,
I'm gonna go play
Azubu.
League, and then for the last little bit, he's been messing around with having a team, and then he finally got a team together, and
Actually, there was one thing I liked about Mon. Their jungler, Claky D.
Yeah.
I don't know what game it was, but there was one game where he got completely camped in his own jungle. Like he
Ooh,
went
that
like
was-
1-7. It was 0-7 early game, like pre 20 minutes 0-7, and he just kept it together and then went and did that ult Baron steal as Nocturne,
Was that?
and that was just
That was in
Nah.
group. That was in bracket.
Yeah, that was Meat
like the final
Playground.
game, wasn't it?
No, that was Meat
Yeah.
Playground.
I mean, that was just genius.
Yeah. So
Like the way he just kept himself together after going 0-7, like he couldn't even get his own red buff.
no, yeah, like whoever I think it was Meat Playground. They were like, we know, shut down Claky D, and you shut down this team, and like that's the way it
That's
goes.
false.
I
That's
think the
false.
MVP
You shut
Like,
down Mega Zero. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Mega Zero was the MVP.
Yeah,
His
he
whole play
that
was
no,
unreal.
dude, that Riven game where he came back was phenomenal.
Yeah.
What about,
So
wait, who
He was like 2v1, camped, killed, dived like 4 times, 4-0, and like he became irrelevant. They left him alone. They stopped trying to focus him, and then one team fight he comes in, gets a triple kill, and then just start wrecking people. It's like
Yeah.
one bad dragon fight for the enemy team, and he's just like, okay, game's on.
yeah.
Someone in the
So-
chat just said, "Gutted Cloud9 didn't make it." So am I.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
For a
then-
team with that LAN experience, you wouldn't expect them to do that mistake. But
I think they were a little overconfident going in, if anything.
Maybe, but I mean, one of the biggest things they didn't expect was the Marn base race. The game where they're
that's the
like,
mistake I'm talking about.
yeah, they like completely, like they were like, all right, we got this. Marn wants to base race. We have more members, and we'll push it faster. And then Marn sends back Anivia, and Anivia holds off 4 people long enough for the rest of the
Yeah,
team
like
to
this
win.
is Orbit, the team that like won TSM 20s, played at MOGs and stuff like that, and you just don't think they would have made that big a mistake against a team that's, if I'm not mistaken, has never played on LAN.
Never played on
They
land.
played at Anaheim.
Well, not
They played at Anaheim, but it wasn't that roster.
Yeah, except with Marn mid. That was the only difference.
That's the
Oh,
only
okay.
difference for the roster. I thought it was more than that.
No, it's just Marn mid. Maybe they're AD carry too,
Yeah.
but it's essentially the same roster. The thing is that team is carried by Mega Zero so hard. Mega Zero is such a good top laner.
is that the guy
Um,
that's really small? Like they did
Yes.
an interview.
The
Yeah,
really
yeah,
short
he's
one.
really, really, really short. That's Mega
And
Zero.
awkward.
Like, have you
I
heard?
mean, I
If you talk
couldn't
to
tell
Marn,
if it was awkward, but
if you talk to Marn, he will tell you that he didn't have a team. Like, he says that he had the Nyat UN team and the with Salse and all them, and that it just didn't work out. I'm calling BS on that, but the team didn't come back and reform until Mega Zero decided to come back, and that's because Mega Zero carries them. Mega Zero is so good.
So, all right, so Mega Zero puts them on his back and carries them.
Yeah,
Okay.
legitimate. Like, he has broad shoulders. For a little guy, he has broad shoulders.
Yeah. All right.
So-
So group stage. Finished that group stage. Moved on to the main day bracketed stage. So Fear
I
versus.
think that went as expected, really.
Yeah, I mean Curse. They picked up
Like
their
Fear
match.
beating Meat Playground.
Yep.
Curse beating Azure. GGU beating Dirtnap, and the Brunch Club beating Marn. Maybe
I
the
think-
only debatable one for some
yeah,
people.
that was the only one that was up in the air. But Brunch
I
Club
don't think it was up in
pretty
the air.
convincingly.
Yeah. No.
I don't
After
think it was
seeing
either.
Brunch
I
Club
think
first
Brunch Club should
day.
have won, but yeah.
Yeah, Brunch.
Some
Have you
people might
guys seen
think-
Brunch play? Brunch is so good. Holy
Oh
smack.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dude.
No. They were like my only thing was like I'd never seen them play and I'd never seen them at a LAN, and I was just like, these guys are individually good players, but can they bring it together? And they did. And I was like, wow.
They also practice a whole lot. Lade really got their team, to practice. He's a really good leader. I respect Lade Mortis a lot. and he really rallied that team into a victory. And I think they deserve that fourth spot. Like, if any team deserved it, it was
Like
for
for like hard work, I'd give it to them, and then like Curse and Fear. Like those three teams just worked so hard.
Yeah. So I think the four teams that worked the hardest got their spots.
Yeah.
The only spot that I hate is the fifth spot. The person who got the fifth spot.
Yeah. So we get to fifth day. We've got Azure Gaming, DNG, Marn, and
Me
Pulse.
Playground.
I would have
Oh,
liked
no,
Me,
Me
Playground to have gotten the spot, personally, but
I would have rather had a Azure or DNG.
Yes, but clearly from all of this angst, we know who won. If you guys can put it together, it was Marn. They were able to take it. Angel's really unhappy.
I was watching those games
impartial.
while talking to Angel. Angel was not pleased.
I'm impartial.
I'm like, obviously I'm not NA, so I don't think they're gonna win. Like, they're not really a challenge to win NA.
No, they're
so I'm not
unlikely
really
to
that bothered.
win.
I don't see. That's the thing, though. Like, they didn't.
Like, the only
they
team that
released the
qualified
interview.
for me that seems like they're gonna possibly have a chance of winning is Curse, maybe Fear.
Yeah.
No, well,
But-
here's the thing. Marn did the interview with Travis on GameSpot and talked about how they didn't practice like nearly as much as anyone else. If they are not practicing and they just did that, I think once they have their gaming house, and should they decide they should practice now that they're in, I think they have a good chance of placing pretty high and possibly not having to fight for their spot. In a few
Yeah,
months.
so I mean, like, that's the big thing. You know, even if you don't win, now
Just not
granted,
having
like
to
the
fight a spot.
top four teams, you know, TSM, CLG, Dignitas, Curse, they're all saying we're here to win. And you know, you definitely know that Fear and Brunch Club are there to win, but in some ways, trying to, you know, just like making sure they're not the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
These
Marn
are all
there for-
these are all
for a
good
good time.
teams.
Yeah, like any of these teams is very, very good. Some teams, you like, we just know them better as like these higher level competitors. I think Fear is gonna keep getting better and, you know, give the old boys a run for their money.
Yeah. See, I mean, and I guess this is where we can move the conversation to is how do we think season 3 is going to play out? But I mean, just listening to the interviews, it doesn't really tell.
CLG Prime, Curse.
Oh, okay, Josh, you can go to talk. How was it going?
Yeah, Josh, top three for 6 months from now. Let's hear it, Josh.
Go
Right,
for it.
okay. I'm gonna go well outside the box. Curse.
Number one.
Yeah. Whoa, I went there, Curse.
So it's number one.
TSM second,
Okay.
and then yeah, CLG. I just don't really like Dignitas. Like, not that I don't think I get it. I just don't like them. Sorry if James is watching, but I don't like them. Sorry,
Yeah, no.
stress. That's Dignitas stress.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Marn and Brunch, or either Brunch Club or GGU, end up being the bottom of the barrel, fighting for their spots. But I just don't see. I just don't see anybody taking the top spot the top 3 spots in 6 months. CLG, Dignitas, and TSM have been at it since season 1. So, I mean, I just don't see how they could possibly.
Take it from them.
Who's your top 3?
It's CLG, TSM, or CLG, Dignitas, TSM in that order.
Okay. No
So,
Curse?
Curse could feasibly do it. Curse has been.
I find all 4 of those teams interchangeable.
I think Curse are going to be the ones that come out of it really strong because they had to go through this. They had to go through maybe not making it. And
They
then realize
have
they
Boy
have to
Boy.
get their
They
shit
have
together.
Boy Boy. Curse has Boy Boy, and he went hard mode. He qualified twice.
Yeah.
I loved how the casters were like, Boy Boy went hard mode. He qualified twice.
Which just
Yeah.
seems like everything's kind of going together for Curse at the moment. Like,
No, yeah, they're
Night
definitely
Jackie's getting
strong.
better. Voyboy's really good. Saint Vicious, I don't know, he's fucking jungling. Sorry, he's jungling Ezreal. So maybe we'll see that.
Yeah, I think, but I don't think anybody's gonna take the top spot from CLG. I don't see anybody taking the top spot. Afromu double lift lane seems like it's pretty
Afro
freaking
lift.
good.
Yeah,
Afro lift.
Afro lift.
It looks like it's pretty stinking good. Unless they get the curse, the Afromu curse, where they just suck at lands. But
Yeah, Afro never did have a good land performance. I don't know. I feel like all 4 of those teams are interchangeable of the teams that the other 4 that got in that I expect the most from. I expect Fear to do their best upsetting the apple cart.
See, I think Curse and TSM are interchangeable. Dignitas works really hard, and CLG works really hard. And I know Curse works really hard, but I don't know if they have the... I don't know. There's just something about Curse that never makes me want to... I never can see them at the top spot. And maybe it's the collusion.
It's because they didn't make the number
But-
3s. Because they didn't get number 3
we've
spot.
always felt that with Dignitas. Like, you know, like they came out, they made some plays, they turned some heads, and then since then they've been like second place, third place, second place.
Yeah,
third
Dignitas
place,
won't
second
win.
place, third
That's
place.
just they just can't win.
Like they've never taken number 1 in anything big.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, but I think undoubtedly CLG is the number 1 team in North America right now.
I'd
And-
back that up too.
Yeah.
They
So
put the most time in. I think they care about it. I would go out on a limb and say they care about it more than the other teams.
Jokes
Yeah,
me.
sometimes that is what
Yeah,
it takes.
Go Cars.
How badly you want it.
yeah, so I mean, I see CLG, Dignitas, and then either TSM or Curse fighting for the World Championships for North America. I think those are going to be the North American representatives, unless Fear or no, I
No.
can't even say that without like.
No, dude, I believe in Fear. I believe in Zuna. I
don't see the teams other than Curse that just got in doing much to these like
Actually, I don't
top
know.
name teams.
TSM haven't even come back from break yet. TSM don't start practicing for another 3 days, so they could get upset if they don't get their shit together.
That's true.
Yeah. And from what I hear, there's a lot of arguing going on in the TSM house. I know that Reginald and Chaos have been fighting about being a coach. Both of them want to step down from the team and just be a coach. And there's just been a lot of
I think
internal
Reggie
arguments. Most of the-
officially announced it first.
I
so.
feel like they should have done, if they're gonna do that, they should have done that before now.
Well,
'Cause-
they wanted to see who was going to be available in season 3. That's
But-
why they were waiting until after the ladder. But here's the thing.
But then but beforehand they would have had a better shot at getting the pick of the litter. They could have been like, we want you guys.
Yeah, sure.
They could have been like, we want you for our team. Here's an instant spot into season 3 on
Not
one of
even-
the top.
Not even a sub. It's
Yeah, no,
starting.
like we will take you straight up, and then they could have probably picked up a sub, as opposed to now they have whoever's
Well,
left.
they've been saying for months now that they already have their sub. Like they already know who their sub is.
From what I hear, and I think it was on Dan Din's stream where he said that Reggie's going to let him be a sub on TSM. So Dan Din's probably
Maybe.
one of their subs.
Possibly. I mean, they do get 2, but granted, they could snag someone off Cloud9 now if that's
They
what
should.
they wanted.
They should get
need
Nian.
That's a perfectly good pool of players to fill any position if they decide to swap things around.
Yeah. If they pick up Nian, they've got an AD and an AP.
Exactly. They could just snag Nien and then, flip a coin as to see whether or not it's Reggie or Chaos.
Except I don't think Nian is good mid, but I mean,
Well, he's
I
better,
think
right?
Nian is a significantly better AD carry than he is mid player.
yeah.
But if he's sub, then all he's going to be doing is just playing games all day to learn mid or whatever sub.
But
sub.
the thing about TSM is that there's a lot of argument. Like most of the players don't like each other as it stands right now. From what I understand,
Say that
like this-
about every team.
No, just M5, and this is just from outside sources. M5 and TSM. Those
It's
are
not
the two
M5 anymore. It's not M5 anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
GG.
we that too.
Yeah, so minor segue because Josh will rock back and forth until he gets his way. M5 minor segue.
Yeah, they are now sponsored by
formed
Pringles.
their own. I think
Yeah.
they formed their own organization called Gambit Gaming, and using their connections, they're sponsored by BenQ and Pringles.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it's funny.
Pringles is a huge sponsor.
think about
That's
it.
a
Think
lot of
about
money.
it. I mean, it's hilarious, but that's also pretty good because.
Pringles is so much money.
But that's like a
Like-
real sponsor. Like if you were a football team or you were a race car driver, like
Now I can go out and when I buy Pringles, I know I'm somewhat supporting M5. or
exactly like
Gambit Gaming.
that's
Just
a real
so
that's a
much money
real
thrown at them.
sponsor, like a real big money sponsor.
That's a
interested
step
in
towards what
esports.
Korea has been doing for a while with
Exactly.
their sponsors.
Yeah.
Meh.
So there was other news like
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, Josh can have
Yeah.
have his day.
Well, I've already given my little segment of EU news, but the other exciting section. What have
Also,
we got here?
M5 related, former M5, GG.
Former M5?
Ghosted Pepper.
Hi, Josh.
Oh, Gosu Pepper changed his name to Edward, but that's nothing really big, is it? He now in game he's known as Edward. Like there's no Gosu Pepper. It's
That's
Genja.
sad. I liked his
Wait,
name.
it's Genja Edward Lane.
Genja Edward. So normal.
Yellow officially joined Fnatic is the other kind of thing. That was made official today, but I think everyone's known it for a while.
Yeah.
Who was Yellow Star on before?
Yellowstar was rumoured to be on Curse EU. He was on SK, he left, he got kicked. Was rumoured to be joining Curse EU, but now he's joined Fnatic.
That's a good pickup.
So
Fnatic's
that's
been
pretty
really
much it.
strong. And they were just missing that 80 carry for, Reckles being too young. So I think that's a good pickup. I think Fnatic will still be really strong going into Season 3. I actually think Fnatic might be the best team in EU right now.
Apart from Fries. Fries
From
EU.
Fries.
Apart from Fries,
Yeah.
I think Fries and former CLG and Fnatic have been scrimming a lot recently. And
Yeah, what's
apparently,
former CLG's plan? Like, did
From what
No.
Get
EG
sponsored by
rumor-
Lay's.
all right?
I don't know. I still think Fnatic's really strong. And hello. Link is also on CLG Prime now.
Yeah, that's true. He's
That's-
sub.
ages ago.
Yeah, but like we didn't actually run the show then, so we haven't talked.
That was
about it.
December 28th. That was last year. That was so last year.
Yeah, December 28th, and we took off for Christmas and then off for the New Year.
And then off last
So
week
last
because of
year.
internet too strong.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what that was. It was like, yeah, we couldn't run the show because I run all the production for the show, and the internet decided that I was supposed to have 10,000 ping in game. I've never seen that before. It happened like mid-rank game, so I was really
Usually you
sad.
get booted before that happens.
Yeah, I've never seen my internet get that bad and not disconnect me, but it kept me in game. I just couldn't move.
Yeah,
It
what
wasn't
else
like I
is-
clicked and then moved 10 minutes later. Like, I just couldn't move off the platform.
I actually want to keep talking about Link on CLG Prime because for the longest time, people were saying that the weakness now on CLG is Big Fat GG.
But now they
And-
have a decent
He's a
AP
sub.
sub.
Not a decent AP sub. Link is a phenomenal AP sub.
Okay, phenomenal AP sub. They have a good AP sub, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. So now the rumor is
No.
that Link can take a spot.
No.
Link is fighting for that starting spot.
I mean, I'll give fighting for starting spots. Like, you look at football, and like sometimes quarterbacks will have to fight for their spot. But I doubt they would instantly bench LP before the season starts.
I'm not saying they're going to bench him right away, but I'm just saying let's look at the 49ers this year and how Alex Smith was doing phenomenal. He was the number one quarterback in the NFL at one point. He gets hurt. They put in Colin Kaepernick, and all of a sudden, Colin Kaepernick's the starter of the 49ers, and now they're on their way to going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
let's get more retro with this.
That was the
Drew
reference.
Bledsoe getting injured on the Patriots and Tom Brady becoming one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Any of those references works. I was actually specifically thinking of the Kaepernick reference, but
I'm a Patriots fan.
I doubt they'll bench him without a good reason.
Well, so
No.
wait a minute. That would mean Hotshot's benched basically everyone ever.
I wonder if Curse is looking to pick up more players.
Wait, he would have benched someone from every lane.
If he
Chelsea doesn't
benches LP, he will be the only original member and the main bencher.
Wait, Chowster. Isn't Chowster an original member? I thought it was Chowster, Hotshot, and Big Fat.
Oh wait, Chester's still there. He's in the jungle.
Oh,
He's just like, don't bother me.
If they could,
Yeah.
they'd just have 4 Chousters and a Hotshot.
I want to point out that that Big Fat or that Curse's problem right now is supposedly Night Jackie, and COG is thinking about or no, I don't know, allegedly.
Oh my god.
Curse
No, no. Nijaki is safe. No, the benching cycle is not going to happen. They're not going to bench LP for Nijaki. Nijaki came out big.
Nijaki is safe.
He came out big during the qualifiers.
I guess. I don't know. But I'm just saying that the possibility exists. So
yeah, in like your random esports dreams of just like watching hilarious benching and re-roster switching.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So I mean, that's
like, dude, that's like pressing the rumor mill there.
Hey,
no.
There was
Wait, what are we talking about?
Travis did an interview with Link and saying that something if he's going to be fighting for a spot, and Link's like, yeah, I'm going to be fighting for that starting spot. Link wants.
I mean, what do you think he's gonna do? Just kind of sit there and be like, eh?
True.
Of course he's gonna fight for a starting spot. It's worth more to him to be a starter.
I mean, I like the idea of having the subs, and I mean, I think I mentioned this back when we heard about Blackbean and their female player. And Blackbean aside,
they could just swap it out depending on what game.
Exactly.
Like if they're playing against a team that likes to play a certain comp and Link plays better against that comp, then they'll just be like, okay, Link will play this week's game. Then next week, Big Fat will play the game, and then
depending on who you're up against, prep that way. And if pushing them outside their champion pool. I don't actually know what the active sub rules are.
I'm pretty sure they can just swap them in and out whenever they want.
Well, also, the matches each week are a best of 3, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they can do
best of ones. No, they're best of ones.
They're best of ones?
Yes, matches each week are best of ones.
Oh, right.
Wow.
They're going to have 4 games, or 2 games on Tuesday, or 2 games on Thursday, 2 games on Friday, best of ones.
All right. So then, yeah, no, I mean, they could feasibly prep for one team with a specific champion pool and be swapping in characters because, you know, maybe Big Fat LP doesn't play what they need, so they put in Link, and maybe Link doesn't play what they need, so they put in Big Fat LP, and then they, you know, actively switch players in for strategic reasons, which is a good idea.
Just FYI, the one thing I'm mainly looking forward to about Season 3 is the mid-season regional game.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I think that's what a lot of people
is that going to be like the Pro Bowl? Where where people vote for who plays in what position?
No.
That'd be so good.
It's just gonna be like a mid-season.
No. They're doing an All-Star game.
Yeah, but the All-Star game is outside of the mid-season championship. There are 3 things.
Right. No,
there are 3 things that'll be going on.
Right,
what I'm
the
saying
Pro
is that
Bowl
all fans get to vote for like who plays what. Like,
I don't think they haven't announced
for the
that yet,
All-Star. That would be a good idea because it's like two Asian, 2. It's like 2 Asian, 2 European, 2 US, or some random 3, and 3 maybe.
Guys, could we bring back Chicks Dig Elo? Can we bring that team back? X Special, Reginald, Saint Vicious, Iris, and Chowster.
The All-Star. I don't think they'll be able to do it by player. I think it'll be. That would be a good idea though. Bring back.
I don't know, but mid-season is going to be intense. Yeah. I think it's going to be really fun to see who actually steps up in the Challenger circuit because the teams are just
my team's going to be there. Yeah.
At the EU one.
That's what you hope.
That's what you hope,
cares about
100%.
My guys will be pushing for it.
How do I make 2 zeros?
Dude, I know you. I know One Trick Ponies. Your team and Tower Dive TV. We're both pushing for IPL 5.
6.
Or IPL 6. I keep saying 5. Every time I've written it into everything, I'm just like, IPL 5, IPL 5.
That's because IPL 5 was amazing.
It was amazing. Still in my brain. Still in my brain. Yeah, cool. Everyone can see my IPL 5 player pass.
You see mine, we're hitting the 40-minute mark. Let's start doing our, spend these last few minutes doing our shout-outs and stuff. So we'll start in the order of our little boxes. So we'll start with Josh. Go ahead, do your shout-outs and whatnot.
Little me?
Little you. Old you.
Okay, shout-outs. I guess to my team, My Revenge. I don't know about them yet. Better not say that on stream. And yeah, that's it. And Zyori, of course. That's it.
Cool. Will, go ahead.
Shout out to Enemy Esports, who I've been working with a lot lately, and Zyori for this. Also,
but-
shout out to Marn because I am actually kind of happy they made it.
Can I quickly shout out Mark Scott as well? Cheers, that's it. Or Parsnipe. Thank you.
Alright.
Go ahead, Bron.
Shout out to caster buddies over in NESL, and shout out to Gozazuna, making plays. It was really cool seeing him again and watching him make it. And shout out to HowSpiffing, all the guys on the team, Net and all them, and Zori for giving us a shot.
Yeah, it's cool. I want to give shut up. Shout out to my guys, Winter Cronies. You guys are awesome. You guys are good. Shout out to Gnome Saiyan because she's the best manager in A and the only manager I will ever accept to be better than me.
She's so much better than you.
Whatever. Shout out to Ziori for giving us a shot to, they made this lovely overlays and all this stuff. Follow me on Twitter, the Angel Vigil. And thanks for watching.
Plugging yourself.
Of course I plug myself, dude. I gotta get more Twitter followers.
Yep. Follow me on Twitter, the Source AL.
HowSpiffing.
It's in the chat.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
I write grapes, by the way.
Bye.
Bye.